Good morning. My name is Christiana Ikwe, a participant of MMM Abuja. I'm presently in the Guide School of 152 Guided School. MMM is a community of ordinary people, selfless, helping each other, a kind of global form of mutual aid. MMM is thought of something new in a modern, soulless and ruthless world of greedy and hard cash. The goal of MMM is not the money. This goal is to destroy the world financial system, financial apostasy, financial and real freedom is the main ideology. The modern world right now is unfair, unhuman, unjust, with much emphasis on money. MMM focus on people community, people who actually does the work and not those who produce the money, bankers and financial governments and millionaires. The bankers and financial, the bankers and finance earn 100 times than other, even though they work less than other workers. What do they even do? They claim to be giving service. What service? Keep your money for you is borrowing money from workers in style. They charge you instead of giving returns to you. That is unfair. But the problem here is that everyone got used to the system and follow it. People come to believe this in a way or procedure of system and could not see anything wrong. But this system is feeding few and others toil endlessly for nothing. The system is unfair. Millions will destroy it, and but in place a system that cares for people in the community that actually does the work. MMM will destroy and put the system into place because it's a system that cares for people that actually does the work. The financial system has failed. The government has failed. Equality cannot be achieved. Reward of labor is unjust. MMM can change all this and give them back their dignity, freedom from slave, and make them more productive. If money is a measure of labor, why is the world unjust? So what is the money? Have you ever thought about it? Maybe the circulation tools or measure of labor. As we are told from child, we have to work and work because money can't fall down from the sky. It shall be honest and hard earned. Everyone was led to believe it from the cradle. It's interesting. What should millionaires say to that? Who honestly and hardly earn all their labor? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Well, we work without ceasing, but what should we expect in the end? Maybe it's a calculation tool or measure of labor. As we are told from childhood, we have to work and work because money won't fall down from the sky. It should be honest and hard earned. Everyone has to believe it from the cradle. Well, we work without ceasing, but what should we expect in the end? Low wages, pension, and no rest. But constantly struggle with debt and have staff old age. We have spent all our lives working for billionaires and also taking away all our power, energy, and health. We have been squeezed like a lemon, after which we have thrown into a dustbin and we're right off. We don't want to talk about that. Is it true? Is it right? But that is the world. This horrible reality of the modern society. This is what we should all expect in the endless, almost sensitivity. Everything end up in this way for the vast majority of people in world today. As it end up for their own mother, for their mother, father, grandfather, grandparents. As it is well up in the present state of affairs for their children and grandchildren. Then in return for their children and grandchildren and so on. That is the way of the world. Why? All of this is wrong, unfair, unjust. It is not existing. Why do some people have everything, but others nothing? Why do some people walk in a golden slipper, but the others barely make ends meet? They won't even have how to feed their children. All of them work earnestly. Why does it happen? Yes, we are all the people. We are equal, aren't we? That is why. Because there's a lie around us. A continuous lie. Do not believe anything that is broadcast daily. And people are not equal. And money is not even a measure of labor. All of these are insolent and shameless lie. We are surrounded by lie. And still most people trust it all and continue to live in unfair and unjust world. Why do they cheat you? Just to make it easy to control. Is every one of us equal? It's nonsense. Imagine yourself a billionaire now, or even as an ordinary worthless member of the parliament. Are you equal? In what? You live in a different way, eat a different way, rest in a different way. In some days, he spends more than you spend for a year. His wife wear underclothes more expensive than the whole wardrobe of your wife. He treats in the best suites. And what about you? His children and yours. Have you compared? Where is your equality? Perhaps you are equal, aren't we? But we forget about the rights as it is written in the constitution of different countries. Let us try and find what kind of equal right do we have. The right to work. Well, we have a right. However, some reality work for peanuts, while others hardly do anything. Any millions and billions, is it normal? The right to election. The right to elect and to be elect. Well, we can elect, of course, we are welcome. What about being elect? In fact, people are not equal in anything. A constant progressive sociality inequality. Here, the real picture is that. So, what is money? Now, we move on to money. Of course, money is not any measure of labor. They are felt tastes of idiot. Otherwise, you won't live like a lord. We are slaves, slave of money. More precisely, we are slave of those who print money. They are masters. In fact, nothing has changed at all during all this century on earth. We have been living so far for slave owning system, which have undergone merely external transformation. Everything has come just more civilized and sophisticated. In practice, none of us is free. Freedom is an illusion. Money, that's the point. We are really nothing without money. We need a home, clothes, food, and cannot live in a cave. Even to go hunting, we need money now. It is necessary to have everywhere, money everywhere, because everything around us is just for money. We cannot make a single step without it. But where can we find money? Maybe to earn it. Have you ever wondered that it is immoral to trade yourself? That is a kind of prostitute to sell your own strength, brain, time. What is the difference between trading your own body? Well, but you are subject people to work. If everyone will stop doing this job, what's going to happen then? We'll restate in the cave again, won't we? That is ridiculous. The same convincing argument will be had for such in the slave society, when slaveholders have been tried to make understanding their skill. didn't want to work for them, asked different questions, and later the same argument. The landlord told their selves clearly and confidently, after all, if you stop working, what's going to happen then? Our society will collapse and will die of hunger. Yes, it is necessary to work to create something useful for the society. Otherwise, the society will degrade and die. But first, we have to work voluntarily, not for a bowl of soup, not only to survive, not because we just because we want to live. We just have to work. Secondly, we are on the subject. Once it is necessary to work, it is necessary for everyone. All people are equal, aren't they? So let everybody work. The situation when some people earn money in the mines, at the factory, wasting their effort and effort, while others simply print, sitting back and exotic corte, and it's not, such situation is not acceptable in the principle. And there are no explanation and excuse for such. Money is just a paper, wrapper, which is not backed by anything tangible, according to the money prints on street to any heart. And those who candy are wrapped, disturb among the slave, among the likes. What are we giving an extra wrapper? Our salary increase. We are happy. Are you shocked? That's the whole financial world is pyramid. MMM is an organization of people, a mutual community that have social and financial need of each other. They helps, you provide help, and when you are asked to pay, you pay into a participant account. And also, when you need help, you are also paid. You are also given it, and plus 30% of what you provide help with. There are rules that governs MMM, and one of the rules is assists giving one member of the community to be able to help one another. That's payable donation of money. That there's the member are not forced that they have no payable donation of money. MMM participants donate only non-critical sum of money. Non-critical sum of money. Members of the community should be kind and honest to each other is one of the rules of MMM. Participants are not legal but moral responsibility to each others. MMM is not engaged in any form of investment activities. Multiple accounts is forbidden. We are not supposed, each and everyone owns one of his accounts. We are not supposed to have more than one account as member of MMM. Warning: the members should understand that MMM is a community for peer-to-peer money exchange. You provide help, you also get help, and it's a mutual community. You are not being forced, but you do it voluntarily of your own free will. Benefit of MMM: MMM help you to have 30% extra income where you have another residual income. It makes life easy for you. You are in need of money. You see people run around to be able to help you. We also have MMM is not forcing you to introduce it to your neighbors, but if you do that, you also have 10% of referral bonus. Anybody you introduce pays you 10% of referral bonus. When you also bear testimony about MMM, when you use video, you receive 5% when your face is shown. When your face is not shown, you have 3%. MMM, it's a wonderful society. I have benefited from that. He has put smile in my heart. I urge many that together we will change the world. Let's take advantage of the society. Let's make a society an equal place where everybody has rights, where we can work together as unity. When everybody, there will not be poor among us, everybody will have equality in what we do. And this is the platform where you can actually smile. This is the platform that you can go home and be able to put food on the table of your family. And I know that as we